guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be something different, and it's kind of inspired by Alyssa Ashley. She has a series on her channel. I'm not sure if she does it anymore, but it was called Mystery Makeup Monday. I'll link it down below so you guys can go watch it. I've been wanting to go through all of my makeup recently and just get rid of all the old stuff, all the expired stuff. Just get rid of what I don't use and what I don't need. I thought it would be a cool video idea if I had my phone pick the makeup I use for a full face. I use the app called Tiny Decisions to pick all my makeup. I just put it in categories as primer, foundation, concealer, etc. And I'll leave screen recordings as I go on because I record on my phone, so it would be kind of impossible to use that app and do it on my phone. So yeah. Okay, so for primer, I just put in a few of my favorite primers, and I also put in the option for no primer and a primer that I don't really reach for. And as you can see, the primer that it picked for me is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. And I do like this. I just don't grab for it as much anymore because I do have dry skin. Go in with my eyebrows, but it did pick the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil, and I'm super happy it did because I was scared it was gonna pick no brows or something that's too dark for me or something along that lines. But I'm gonna do my brows real quick off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so not my best brows, but the color doesn't really match my hair anymore, and this pencil is almost out, so it's kind of getting hard to work with. But once we get towards concealer and whatnot, I will fix these bad boys. For eyeshadow, I put in a few of my palettes that I have and a little bit of single eyeshadows and even like a random Walmart palette that I have. And it picked the Jaclyn Hill X Morphe palette, which I was super happy about. So I'm just going to do a really quick look, nothing fancy, nothing like that. I don't have anything to do today. Nowhere to go, so I'm not really feeling the full beat, but I'm just going to speed that up. We'll be right back. Okay, now that I finished my eyeshadow, I just did a quick little look and I used a wipe to clean it up a little bit. Now we're going to move on to foundation, and I'm not very excited about the foundation option. So the app actually chose these hard candy mixed in pigment makeup drops, and I have not used these in so long. I actually got them to lighten my foundation, and this is actually too dark for me, and this is in the shade Light 1. It was the lightest shade they had. I'm sure this is beyond expired, so I think I'm going to try to apply this with a beauty blender. I'm actually going to use the Real Technique sponge, and I guess I'm just gonna we're gonna start with one side first, and I actually got it on my shirt. It definitely is not the right undertone, if you can't tell. I'm trying to blend it down my neck and it's not working. I've really had this foundation for, well, I wouldn't even call this foundation. I would consider this like a mixer. But I've had this for a very long time. I'd like if I could stay in focus. So as you can see, this foundation does not match me And if my lighting would stop messing up, I'd be very happy. But, you know what? That's the best we gonna do. Okay, moving on to concealer. We have another very old product that does not match me. This is the NYX Dark Circle Concealer Corrector, and yeah, this is old, expired, and it doesn't match me, and it needs to be thrown in the garbage. But, as you can see, that's what it picked. I mean, it does a pretty good job at hiding things, but this concealer is creasy. And also not my shade. I'm gonna pretty much just put the concealer everywhere I usually would, even though it's not doing anything. For bronzer slash contour, I did put cream options in there as well, just because I don't have very many cream options, and I wanted to give those a fair shot. And I have this CoverGirl True Blend contour palette that you can see is very old and very used, very loved. So that's what it chose for me. I'm gonna contour slash bronze with it, and I do have a separate beauty sponge to do so with. It is a very, very pretty bronzer, and there is a darker shade in here that I like to contour with as well, but I clearly need a new one, and I'm not even sure if they make this anymore. Okay, so I think that's as good as it's going to get. Now I'm just going to set my under eyes and the rest of my face. I didn't do an option for setting powder because I'm really stuck on the one I'm using, and it's the RCMA translucent no color powder, and I really, really love it. Doesn't dry me out. And I wanted to give this makeup a fair shot, so I figured I would just use a powder that I know that works. Okay, next up is blush, and it chose the Wet n Wild Color Icon Ombre Blush. I'm using the shade Princess Daiquiris, and I'm just going to put my blush on. Okay, so one thing I am noticing is that the blush is clinging, and I did set my face fairly well, and this does not usually happen to me. So, just gonna try to stamp it. Okay, so next in my regular makeup routine would be highlight, but I'm so sad because the app actually chose no highlight. So that's unfortunate, but now we're just going to move on to finish my eyes. And I did do an option for pencil eyeliners and liquid eyeliners, and I did them separate, and it chose no liquid liner, but it chose the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eyeliner, and I have it in the shade Bourbon, so I'm just going to apply that to my waterline, and I'm going to tight line with it as well. Okay, after I did my eyeliner and tight line, I went ahead and finished up my eyes. I just applied a little bit of eyeshadow underneath. Next is mascara, and as you can see, it chose the Ulta Beauty Limitless Lashes, and I absolutely love this mascara. As you can see, this mascara is very pretty. It gives me lots of volume and a lot of length to my lashes. I don't have the best natural lashes, but this mascara really, really does a great job. Okay, last but not least will be the lips, and for the lips, it chose the LA Girls Matte Flat Finish Pigment Lip Gloss. I don't like this. I don't like the smell of it. It smells like paint, and it feels like chalk on my lips, but it does last a little bit. A lot longer than like some other drugstore lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, but I still just don't like the formula. and I don't really like this color. This is not a good color match for this eye look. Okay, so this is the finished look. Not very fond of this lip color, especially with this eye look, and it's really just not my type of color anyways. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with the look. I would personally just add some highlight and pick a different color for the brows and lips, and maybe a little bit more bronzer. But other than that, it's really not too bad. The foundation does not match whatsoever, and I can show you a close-up of my under eyes with this concealer. As you can see, there's a lot of creasing under my eye. It's under both eyes, and it is breaking up around my nose and on top of my nose, but I tend to have that issue anyways. But overall, I do think it's a pretty decent look, just not my lip, and then everything else would be good to go, because I could just add a little bit of more bronzer and bring it down to my neck, and it would help match the foundation a little bit better. It look a little more seamless. But other than that, I do think this was such a fun video to film. I do plan on filming other videos like this, more challenges and more tags. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for being here. Go ahead and like this video and subscribe. You can also share it with your friends and family. Also, if you want to, you can comment video ideas down below. I'm back and I'm good to go. I can finally start filming again. I've not been in the best place recently, but I'm ready and I'm super excited for my YouTube journey. I also want to start vlogging. I don't really do much during the week, but on the weekends I think it would be super fun. And also I want to do clean with me videos. Let me know if you guys would like to watch that. I know there's a few of you who actually comment and talk to me every time I upload, so just let me know what you guys would like to see. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.